Hola, bon dia, contabye, and welcome to Curvy Blerdy.
Blerdy.
Oh, I thought
I
you
messed
were
up.
golden. No,
It's
you're
hard to jump. Look, I was never good at double dutch,
double dutch. Yeah, see, it's like
so I can't jump into shit. I just can't.
you know, I have it on good authority that in learning any language, there are three things that you want to know how to say.
All the
Um,
bad words.
hel-
Hell yeah. I'm sorry.
hello and goodbye, not hell yeah.
Oh,
Um, thank
but we all
you
learned the curse words
and
first.
the polite words. And let's not forget, where's the bathroom? ¿Dónde
Oh,
está el baño? Toire wa doko desu ka? Etc. Where's the loo?
or where is the? Dang it!
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I
Take
didn't
the loo
know.
from me. Give me back my loo. Go skip to it.
Okay, no BS. I was literally gonna be like, Lulu, skip to my new. Were they literally going to the bathroom,
They're
or is this a
skipping to the
different thing?
bathroom.
Do
Skip
they
to
really
my
gotta
bathroom, my
pee?
darling.
But if you
Cause
gotta pee, are you gonna be jumping like that though?
now you're gonna be running.
But yeah, no, like, what's been going on with you? Like, everything been all
Um,
right?
I'm not gonna lie, 2023 has thoroughly kicked my behind.
Ooh,
And we are in just the first month and it's gone by fast. Had some losses in my family, but
I'm sorry.
no worries, we all have losses.
Yeah,
It
just
happens.
kind of found out about one on, kind of our side. Still kind of fresh, so I'm understanding where you're coming from
Yeah.
there, and it's been tough, but like, if anybody out there, if you are kind of going through some things, you've got all of these like heavy subjects on your mind or whatever, like, just remember, take some time for you.
Take a break and listen to us because we're gonna be upbeat. I promise.
Not that toxic positivity stuff, because we
No.
understand stuff is real, but
Yes.
like, don't dwell in it.
No.
Don't stay in that. Like,
No.
find your sunshine, find your silver lining, because like, this life is too short to be just angry and upset about stuff. Like, those people who walk around just pissed off all the time, I'm like, dang, don't you get tired? Like,
What was that, Cat William Jones? Why are you mad at breakfast?
I'm sorry, there are people who are mad at the best meal of the day.
Yes, angry. Like
Oh
full
my
on
god.
DMX voice.
Hey yo, the fuck are these eggs? Like, what?
Hey yo, mama, where's my eggs? My
Okay,
toast and bacon.
but hold on. I could see them being upset at the prices of these
Oh
eggs.
Lord, yeah, I think that would have me mad at breakfast too. Like, did you see how much these were? And then like I broke some eggs on accident.
Well, I'm
Girl,
sorry, some?
one, two were broken when I opened it up, and I was like, oh, these are getting cooked today. I'm eating every chicken in this room.
We are not crying over broken eggs.
No, we frying them.
Oh my god. Okay, so you know the saying, cried over spilt milk? Okay, so I remember something I posted on Facebook. I'm like, I have cried over spilt milk twice. Do you know what, dude? And this is a true story. These are true stories. The first time I cried over spilt milk, I was a barista. I spilt a venti extra hot something
Oh,
on my shoe.
oh,
So I cried because that shit was hot. Um, the other time I cried over spilt milk, I was breastfeeding. I pumped, and like, I have never been a high producer, so like, every little millimeter I was able to squeeze out of these things, like, it was so precious. And I was like at work or at home somewhere, but like, I had my little bottle of this stuff, and I'm like, okay, we got like a full 2 ounces, yay! Which is, it's not much, especially for like a child that's like more than a month old.
and ma'am, can I have a side
Can I have
of
some
milk?
more? So I went to go get something. I reached over and I accidentally knocked over the bottle and I spilt my milk. And I like cried. So yeah, I legit cried over spilt milk twice in my life.
I don't know. I have a milk story, but it's not crying over it. I don't know. So real sad part, real quick. My dad was in a coma, but he survived. But when he was coming out of it, he kept saying, Elmo stole my milk. Like, he was upset. He was like, Elmo stole my milk. Like, really pissed off.
Like the red one?
Yeah, I don't know. And then fast forward, like, not even a year later, like, a couple months later, we're joining our church, and there's a man named Elmo who's a deacon.
He had beef with Elmo.
I was like, yo, you stole my dad's milk? I was like, Dad. Is that the man?
It's like, I got you.
Is that the man that stole your milk? It was just funny. Like, even through some of the worst times in your life, you can find moments to laugh.
Yeah.
What is it? I think it's a, I hate to quote this, but there's a quote from Still Magnolias. Laughter through tears is the best comfort. It is.
Hey, you can pull
that southern stuff.
I was gonna say
straight can pull from the South.
Inspiration. You can pull inspiration from the most unlikely of places. We'll put it
Indeed.
like that.
And I will say this: with all the tragedy that's happened, my family has somewhat come closer together, plus or minus a couple of folks. But
it'd be like that.
Yeah. We just got to pray for them and move on because Jesus needs to work on them a little bit more. But it's brought my family closer together, and more I realize, dang, I'm really like these people. I'm really similar to them. Or you'll get a sense of how nerdy everyone is.
In their own, yeah.
In their own subjects.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. I love seeing that.
Yeah.
Like, we did the fusion Kai dance for all my Dragon Ball Z people, and it was my little cousin, my bigger cousin. It was nice to see that I'm not only Blerdy, but I was raised in Blerdy.
Yeah. Oh,
we were raised by it.
Okay.
Formed in it.
Molded by it. You know what? Speaking of the same type of thing, like, I realized. And because I wasn't super into Star Trek like that, like, I've seen a bit of Next Gen with my mom.
Oh, yes.
Like, but LeVar Burton and Patrick, like,
Captain
I like them.
Jean-Luc Picard, USS Enterprise.
Well, okay, yes. So I was growing up, and it wasn't necessarily the show that I was watching. It was just on because my mom was watching it. Come to find out, like, later on in life, like, I'm piecing things together that, like, all of her siblings, for the most part, like, at least half of them.
The Trekkies?
Total nerdy, just all up in it. Did not realize, okay? Like, I had heard later on, because it wasn't the one that we were watching, but, what's her name? Whoopi?
Yeah.
You know my auntie had a cat, right? Do you know what her cat's name was?
What's the cat?
Guinan.
Oh.
I just knew, like, oh, she's got a cat named Guinan, whatever. Like, it just
you didn't know where it was from.
Had zero idea until one day I was, like, reading a thing, and I'm like, Whoopi, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, Guinan, where do I know that? Holy crap, that was her cat's name. Like, and that was, like, her, like, baby for just years and years. It was, you never heard about Auntie without Guinan. And I'm just like, oh, that's a different name. I wonder where she got that from. But I never thought about it, never pieced it together until... And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're such a nerd.
Nerd. Yes, I love it. Well, you've been to my house, and we have, like, nerd arguments.
We've broken out into song. Hello.
Oh my God, my family. Those nerds. I love them.
But hello, like, that I literally, like, we joined. We didn't talk about Bruno. No. We sang about Bruno.
Everyone sings about Bruno. We don't talk about him. We sing. I'm still mad about the whole fish dying thing. That was your responsibility to feed the dang fish. It wasn't Bruno's responsibility.
Not gonna forget that lady.
No. He told me my fish would die and the next day dead. Did you feed it? Did you take proper care of your fish? then I don't want to hear it. Don't lay that on Bruno, okay? He has enough stress in his life.
Bruno just said what he saw coming.
He's like, hey, you should probably feed your fish. And then she's like, whatever. That's what Bruno says.
And the next day, dead.
You know, he probably was just going around telling people common sense things like, hey, you should quit perming your hair as much. You're probably going to fall. Your hair's going to fall out. And what happened? He's bald. He told my disappear and look at my head. It's like, now, did you use lye on your head, sir?
I mean,
because I will take it out.
I was going to say, back in the day,
we didn't
before
know.
we had the no lie.
And before we found out that all those girls on the perm boxes had straightened natural hair. Not
just
one
a
of
flat
them.
iron, not using the perm that we were putting in our head.
So our hair's getting damaged, and theirs is looking nice, long, and strong.
Oh,
and
that just for me.
Just for me. Oh,
yo,
man, that hurt my feelings so bad. I was like, I always wanted to be the girl in the perm box.
That was a crazy revelation for real.
Yeah. Because they showed all of them, like, from when they were little to now, and they all had natural hair, and I'm like, wait a
and all they had to do was sit down with that stupid hot comb. Did your family use that too?
The one on the stove
with the grease, and then having to like move, and you're like, stop moving your head. Oh, that she's holding her ears, y'all.
You have to hold your
literally
ears.
having flashbacks at this moment, like before they even get right there. As soon as they start creeping closer, you're like, ugh, and just holding your ears down.
Dude, my mom was sweet enough. She had these plastic things you put over your ears that were black.
Yo, I only discovered that within the last 5 years going to a hair lady because like sitting under the dryer, like when my hair was a little bit shorter on the side, or she did a do that was like up on the side, she was like, oh, your ears? Hold on. And put the little cap things. I was like, I'm sorry, this is a thing?
Yep, no cap.
Why hasn't this been in my life for like eons before?
Girl,
what in the world?
I don't know. I feel so bad because my niece is like doing her hair stuff now, and she has beautiful hair. And she's like, I hate when people do my hair. I only like it when you do it. And I was like, well, thank you, but I'm not always going to be the person to do your hair. No. You're going to have to, beauty is pain.
And then they're going to drop the T word.
Yeah.
Tender-headed.
Oh. Sweetheart is not tender-headed. She's been through a lot. She'll just sit there and shake. She's like, it's okay.
She's like, make my hair beautiful.
But like with enough conditioner, let it sit on it long enough, just butter.
And these
just
are
butter.
But see, these are the things that we didn't really know growing up.
No, we didn't.
I had a friend who in like grade school had like just the curliest. Okay, so we used to call it coolie hair. Like it was probably some mix of like Indian mixed in there because she was like really like light skinned and had like that kinky but like kind of straighter kinky hair. And then she would get like these like curls, not quite ringlets, but like that kind of like wavy curl.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I always heard that whole like, just put conditioner in it. Okay. I'm a whole different hair type. I'm like
you and me both.
A mix of but like one kind here and then like curly hair, wavy like in the middle, and girl. That whole just put conditioner in it. It depends on the type of conditioner, and it
has to be the good thick conditioner.
And then, but they didn't tell you,
and you
like
put on
when you have to do it after it's wet.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, okay, I just got home from school. Let me just put some conditioner.
Oh no!
I had zero context to go with.
Oh no! Oh.
Yeah, like it's been a journey. So
I think we should go over our hair journeys later.
Hair journey?
Yes. Because I've cut my hair off once and cried about it.
Girl, I cut my hair off and
celebrated.
I've been through some styles because I kind of grew up where it's like, no, you can't do this. I wasn't allowed to color or anything. And ma'am, I have gone through.
I haven't dyed my hair, so you were like, I'd get my hair dyed. You should try this out. And I was like,
bro, I've done.
Let's do it.
A lot of the color, like not all of them, but like I've been through love the purple, like a deep dark royal purple. I'm all about it. I haven't done blue. No, I did do blue that one time. I did like a royal blue. I've done green. I tried like a white, like kind of bleach. I did red for a little while.
Oh, you did lavender.
Did I have a light? Okay. Yeah, I finally found a hair lady that I am just like, just do with it as you wish. And I just leave it in her hands and just, she's awesome. Mm-hmm. She just is kind of far. And so I have to like legit plan a whole entire day to like go see her.
Do you know my husband didn't realize that it took an entire day to do my
our
hair?
Yeah.
He was like, okay, I'll drop you off and I'll wait in the car. I was like, no, go home. The fact I couldn't even get it out before you left. Poor sweet summer child, do nothing. No, you do not want to stay in the car, love. Go ahead and go home, take a nap.
I was gonna say, unless you go stay in the car and take a nap. Like,
I was like, no, love, do you? And he was like, no, really, it shouldn't take that long. I was like,
this is
not home.
It's not a trip. I'll call you when I'm under the dryer.
Yes, I'll call you when I'm almost done.
Oh
man, that right there was hilarious. And then he finally figured out and was like, "Oh man, we really not doing anything today, but your hair, are we?" I was like, "Yeah." That's all we doing today.
Hey, he learned though. He learned. But
and then him having to learn how to take down braids.
Oh, so you got some help. Maybe not.
No, he did decent. He did a good job. My only complaint is when it's regular braids, he's good. Now when it's knots, crochet braids and you have to cut the knot, not my hair.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Sweetheart cut right here.
Oh.
He cut my bald.
Oh.
So I don't want to hear it when I make a mistake and I cut his hair, okay? Okay.
Are you saving that one for payback?
No, like, it really did happen. I feel bad. I was half asleep. I was taking a nap. He came out and he was like, hey, cut my hair. Like, just shape up the back. I didn't hear shape up the back or make the back, like, clean. I thought there was a guard on this thing. I'm half asleep. And I just all the way up his skull. Just all the way up the back.
Oh, no.
And then I look at it and go, there's no guard on this, is there? And he's like, no. Complete shock in the face. Like, really? He's like, I'm not trusting you with my hair no more. Oh. And I'm like, come on, you cut my hair. It wasn't a big deal.
I mean,
it's more of a big deal because I'm a black woman, okay?
It's all a learning curve. We gotta go through.
No,
it goes both ways.
He felt bad, and I felt bad. He just ended up just cutting all his hair off.
It'll grow back,
right? And it grew back really, really fast. So.
Yeah, because they keep it short. Like that's the trippy thing that I've realized with short hair versus longer hair. Like when you have longer hair, it's like the smaller things. It's you notice it, but it's not as easy to notice as like when it's short and then you do like a little thing and it's just like because it's like right there. But like don't look. I'm currently getting to TWA status.
Salt and pepper here.
I hate it. Like I swear this whole salt and pepper nonsense. It's just here to test my vanity because it's just in the front in my line of sight. So like I like it on other people. Like it looks good. No, on me it looks terrible. It's awful. Ew. I hate it. I want to color my hair or just shave my head bald again. But I also want long hair. And so, like, I'm trying to be patient while my hair grows. And I'm like, grow faster.
But didn't you cut it off?
Yeah, but
ma'am, like, your hair's doing the best it can.
No, I want it long, but I want it short. Like, I want to grow. I just want to wake up in the day and, like, I want my hair to look like this. And then just change my hair. I can't.
That's what a hairstylist is for. That's why we are the, like, that's our black girl magic right there.
Oh my god. So I was watching Sundai Love, right? And so she, she
Shout
rocks
out to
her wigs.
Sundai.
Oh, girl. Like, oh, by the way, if you ever, for some reason, see this Sundai, like, I have started this with inspiration from you, knowing that even though there are a bunch of podcasts out there, like, none is exactly like ours because nobody is me or nobody is Brookie's. So, you go, girl.
And you're her second best friend. I claim first.
It's a whole story. Y'all can hear about it another time.
When you get to know us.
But yeah, like she was wearing like, one particular wig, and she was seeing like a realtor. And so she wanted to switch it up the next day, but she was like, oh no, this one looks way different than this one. I don't want to freak out that lady because she lives in Japan. And so she's like, okay, let me put on, a similar one. Wigs. So that, they do, but like, it's just like, oh, your hair's so pretty. She's like, she'll probably give her a heart attack if she just like the next day has like way different hair.
Like I did our mutual friend when we were like taking off our wigs. I was like, oh,
she was so shocked.
She was like, what? That's a wig? I was like, yeah. Black girl magic right there, baby.
I could look however I want.
So you can look however you want. So if you want to go and change it up, change it up.
Legit, I'm in just I don't really care mode. Like I was out at some place and talking. It's like a vendor sale thing, and then we were talking hair, and then I was telling the lady that I'm salt and pepper, and I went to go lift up to show her, and she's like, oh, and I'm like, I don't care.
This lady's like, oh, like Men in Black style. Oh God, we about to see the real.
Yeah, she was like, oh, you're gonna do it here, and I'm like, so
should I not?
I don't care. Like, you'll be snatch it off. Like, my neck is cold, so that's why I like this, longer hair to just kind of cover it up. Plus, I can,
you can have your long hair you want.
Yeah, literally. The only time is if I were like to glue it down or whatever. But apparently, I'm allergic to the glue. Yeah, the last, remember the lilac one? And girl, you couldn't tell me nothing when I had that
you
one.
had
I was with my little buns.
Yes, the buns and
so
everything.
Cute.
It was very adorable.
Dude, I should have bought the freaking like little hair jewel thing sooner to rock it with that one. But it was synthetic. Like, synthetic is coming for that human hair. Like, man.
I don't know. I'm going to get a wig glued down once.
It's just, you can take it off. Like, you just have to, get the adhesive off. But, like, I started breaking out. And I was just like, dang, I can't wear this for, like, much longer. And so I was very sad.
That glue does that to me, too, when I was getting tracks and stuff.
Oh, no.
It gets super itchy.
Yeah.
And it burns.
Yeah. Like, take it out. Take it out.
I was one of those dumb kids that was left in the bathroom to their own devices.
What did you do?
Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. Stuff that's probably going to bite me in the butt when I have my own kid. Like, I wanted to be like my dad. So he'd have his razor and he's shaving. So I was like, I want to be like my dad. So I pick up the razor and I go, big chunk of meat come off. And it's bleeding. And I'm like, this will be fine. I'm just going to sneak upstairs as fast as I can.
Oh, my God.
And there's like blood.
Oh, God.
And my dad catches me. What you doing? I was like, nothing. Why are your hands on your throat? Nothing.
They're fine.
So he moves my hand. He's like, what did you do? I was like, see what happened was? I wanted to shave like you.
Aww.
So I have a deep gash underneath my chin.
Oh,
and then I decided I wanted to use the hair glue. So I put a big spanking amount right in the top of my head, like right here.
Oh, gosh.
Because I wanted to see what it does. And I was like, okay. It's like, ooh, it's burning. Ooh, I can't get this out of my hair.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm going to be in trouble.
Oh, gosh.
My mom had to get all this olive oil and stuff.
And
to soak it and get it out my hair.
Oh, my gosh.
I know I've given my parents gray hairs. I am the reason.
Yeah,
I am the reason.
I'd be like that sometimes.
Just going to have to own up to that.
Says the salt and pepper lady.
Salt working on her.
Pepper. Yeah, but yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I wouldn't give up being a blurred. The blurred. I wouldn't give up being black. It is definitely very interesting.
Oh, it's lit.
The sucky parts kind of suck on other people, and it's really other people's problems, which I'm just like, what the heck?
We just have to deal with it, and we're like, ugh, can you not?
Yeah, like, bro, I'm just existing, and then you just like, ugh,
I'm gonna put this expectation on you,
right?
And I'm like, no.
Like, just because I can do stuff and be stuff, like.
Or the chilling. Categorizing you as not black because you are a blurred and you like blurdy things.
Oh my god, why you talk white?
No, are y'all kidding? Because y'all sound alike. It's like,
what?
No, what?
Yeah.
WTF, mate?
I am glad that like there's more spaces like where the blurs are normalized. Like there's still a bit of that. I think they like to call it gatekeeping and like stuff like that, where it's, you know, that aspect is kind of annoying, but like in general, like you can find people who are into things that you are into and like you know, like connect on those levels. And
I see what you mean, and we've came a long way, because there used to be a time where nerds, especially black nerds, were not appreciated. Mm-hmm. Then nerds started getting popular, and then the black nerds started popping up. We've always been there. It's just now our camouflage is a little revealed, and you can see where we're at. See, it's just the Dungeons and Dragons games and at cons, and we're cosplayers, and we're finally getting to be in those spaces that we've always been, but we've always been overlooked. Mm-hmm. We've always been there. My dad was playing Dungeons and Dragons.
And my aunts and uncles have been like super into Star Trek.
Yeah.
And like
my
now
dad too.
It's okay. Like, I mean, not that it wasn't
now it's
okay.
acceptable.
Yes.
Socially acceptable.
And it's easier to find swag. I love that part.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I've gotten compliments on my shoes, my
nice.
Sailor Moon shoes.
Nice.
It started, like, I wore them, they were like, oh my goodness, are those Sailor Moons? And then, kid you not, 5 minutes later, we're singing the Sailor Moon theme. And I'm like, this is perfect.
Dude, it was a lot of people's, like, intro anime. Like,
yes.
Either you knew it or you didn't know it and then find out later. But
or you had Toonami.
We got the cable box later. That was around the time I was living on St. Croix. So like, my uncle hooked us up with we got a cable box.
See, just like you did that, I need you to go edit that one thing, because nobody needs to know what I did to Blockbuster as a kid.
But yeah, like, but I came to find out later that my actual first anime that I was like super into was an older anime. It was this one called Noozles with it was this redhead girl named Sandy, and she had the little koalas, and then they would like go through like to some land or whatever where they were like alive or something. And bro, when I tell you, like, I was into Noozles as a kid, and like I swear I've only met like 2 or 3 other people that have ever heard of it. And so like when I did a paper in college and found out like it was just one of those like older classic from like 80s or 90s or 70s or 80s was when they like did it, but it was like an anime, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't like dream this up, like this was for real.
I don't know, my intro to anime was, of course, Sailor Moon, but I had Tenchi Muyo series.
Oh, nice.
That, oh my god, that was my favorite. I loved the blue-haired girl that was the demon. I don't know why they all like Tenchi so much. It's not like he's the only man on the planet.
He was the only one for all of them.
For all of them. We all competing over the same guy. Let me get this straight. Like, they had a theme of that being a lot of anime themes for a period of time. Yeah. I was like, why are all these girls fawning over one guy?
Like that. Apparently, I didn't realize, because I haven't seen a lot of the other series, but Pokemon was a little like that.
Yeah. Well, Brock loved him some
Brock
Nurse
was
Joy.
trying to get with everybody.
Every Nurse Joy.
A few of the
Nurse Joy.
A few of the female characters.
Noise.
Noise. A few of the female characters were like kind of crushing on Ash, and so MatPat from which I think it was Film Theory for that episode, because I watched like all of them. I love Food Theory, by the way. If you couldn't tell, I love food, so you know.
Of course, Food Theory is right up her alley.
Hell yeah! Shout out to MatPat and the crew for starting that channel in the first place. Love it. But yeah, they did an episode where they covered Ash's, or a potential match for Ash, and then like all of the girls, including like the kind of regulars, and then like one-off kind of romantic interests potentially, or the ones who were interested in him. And I was just, it was a few people, but they also went through like all of the series, so I was just like, I mean, over like 25 years of being a 10-year-old, I mean.
Right? I mean, if you flip the script in Yasha,
sorry.
Inuyasha.
I couldn't help it.
Kagome. Inuyasha. No, but they gotta flip the script because she had two guys fawning over her. Granted, there was two girls fawning over Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Kagome and
was Kikyo?
Kikyo.
Okay. Was she into it, or was he going after her?
Kikyo.
Kikyo
loved him, but because of some evil things that happened, that kind of got messed up.
Okay.
I don't think she was after him in the love sense. She wanted revenge.
Oh. I didn't watch the whole series.
Watched it and read the anime. I got issues. Issues on issues.
An ex of mine, that was his favorite one at the time.
But
so like
Kagome had the wolf boy and Inuyasha fighting over her. And she was like, "Oh, I'm taken." And he's like, "You should have two boyfriends."
That's my man doing that.